Okay, this is 10 Steps to Building College Reading Skills, Chapter 3. This chapter is about finding the main ideas. So, what is the main idea? Recognizing the main idea or point is the most important key to good comprehension. Anytime you're reading a story or an article, you really want to find out what the main idea is first of all. So, how to do that? To find the main idea or the point in a reading selection, ask yourself, what's the main idea the author is trying to make? So if we look at this paragraph, I'm going to read it for you and then think to yourself, what is the author's point? Okay, poor grades in school can have various causes. For one thing, students may have financial problems. If they need to work long hours to make money, they will have little study time. Another cause of poor grades may be trouble with relationships. A student may be unhappy over family problems or a lack of friends. That unhappiness can harm schoolwork. A final cause of poor grades may be bad study habits. Some students have never learned how to take good grades in class, how to take good notes in class, how to manage their time effectively, or how to study a textbook. Without such study skills, their grades are likely to suffer. So think about it. Which statement expresses the main idea of the passage? Poor grades in school can have various causes. I think so, but let's read the other ones just to make sure. For one thing, students may have financial problems. Nope, that is not the main idea. That's only one idea. A final cause of poor grades may be bad study habits. Same thing, that's only one idea. Some students have never learned how to take good notes in class, how to manage their time effectively, or how to study a textbook. B, C, and D don't work because they're too narrow. So we're going to go with A as the answer because it is the main idea, and then B, C, and D are just supporting details. Okay, the main idea, look, think about it as an umbrella. So the main idea is the writer's general point, and then the other material of the paragraph fits under the general point. So with that, the umbrella is poor grades in school can have various causes. What's under the umbrella is financial problems, bad study habits, and trouble with relationships. So how do you recognize the main idea? To recognize the main idea of a passage, you must be an active reader. And how do you become an active reader? I'm going to give you 3 strategies. First, you look for general versus specific topics. Second, you use the topic to lead you to the main idea. And 3, you use key clue words to lead you to the main idea. The first one is to look for general versus specific ideas. So think about the list of words below. Which word is the general idea? We have frying, baking, cooking, or steaming. Well, the general idea is cooking because frying, baking, and steaming are all types of cooking. So cooking is the main idea. In the next one, we're going to look again at the paragraph on poor grades and notice that the general idea is supported by specific ideas. So in this case, the general idea, poor grades in school can have various causes. That's your main idea. And then your specific ideas are financial problems, trouble with relationships, and bad study habits. Those are all the support specific ideas, or otherwise called supporting details. Okay, the next part is, how do you recognize the main idea? You use the topic to lead you back to the main idea. The topic is the general subject of a reading selection. Knowing the topic can help you find the writer's main point about the topic. So, to find the topic, ask yourself, who or what is the selection about? And then after you've found the topic, you ask yourself, what is the main point the author is making about the topic? Let's practice this. I'm going to read this paragraph. Phobias are continuing fears of things that are not likely to be harmful. For example, some people have a phobia about elevators. They worry if they enter an elevator, the cable will break and they will fall hundreds of feet to their death. While such an accident can happen, it's extremely rare. Another instance of a phobia is a fear of medical needles. Some people will refuse to receive an injection, even if they are seriously ill. They may faint if given a needle. So great is their fear that they're about to die. Perhaps the most common phobia is fear of public speaking. Some people will not go to school or take jobs if they have to speak before a group. Their fear that they will embarrass themselves and that people will pity or reject them has little basis in reality. These and other phobias can usually be overcome, often fairly quickly, with the right direction and treatment. So let's look at the topic. Let's look at the paragraph. What is the topic of the paragraph above? Is it dangers? I don't think so. That doesn't make sense. Phobias? Yes, I think so. But let's look at the third one. Worry about elevators? Definitely not. That's too specific. So the topic is phobias. What sentence states the main idea of the paragraph? Well, if we go through all of the sentences, I would say that the first one, phobias are continuing fears of things that are not likely to be harmful, is the main idea. Everything else is going to be a supporting detail. So how do you recognize a main idea? You find and use clue words to lead you to the main idea. Clue words. So sometimes an author signals the main idea by using a list word or words. So a list word tells you that a list of items is going to follow. The main idea of the paragraph about poor grades was stated like this. Poor grades in school can have various causes. So if you look at have various causes, those are your list words. And it tells you that a list of causes is probably going to follow. The list words help you identify the main idea. So what are list words? Here's a couple common words that are often used to introduce the main idea. Several kinds, several ways, three kinds, three ways, three advantages, some advantages, various reasons, many reasons, several causes, three causes, two causes, 5 steps, 4 steps, a number of effects, some factors, 3 factors, 4 factors, among the results, or a series. These are often in the main idea, and it tells you this is the main idea. A list of ways are going to come after this that are supporting ideas. So how do you find clue words to lead you to the main idea? Another type of clue word is the addition word. It's generally used right before a supporting detail. So the list words were for the main idea. The addition words are for the supporting details. So you're going to look at the addition words to find the supporting details. So examples of these are one, first, first of all, for one thing, to begin with, another, second, also, in addition, next, moreover, furthermore, last, last of all, final, finally. Again, these tell you the supporting details, and then you look backwards to find the main idea. So let's reread the paragraph about poor grades, and then let's pick out the addition words that alert us to the supporting details, and then also note the list words. Poor grades in school can have various causes. Various causes, that's the list word for the main idea. For one thing, that's a clue word. That's an addition word. Here comes the supporting detail. Students may have financial problems. If they need to work long hours to make money, they will have little study time. Another cause, that's also a clue for an addition word. Another cause of poor grades may have trouble in relationships. A student may be unhappy over family problems or lack of friends. That unhappiness can harm schoolwork. A final cause, there you go. That's another addition word of poor grades may be bad study habits. So there we have various causes is your list words for your main idea. Now your addition words for one thing, another, and final. Those are all your addition words, and those are mean supporting detail number 1, supporting detail number 2, and supporting detail number 3. Okay, in this chapter you learned about main ideas and supporting details. Thank you.